I've got a question here that was asked on one of our YouTube videos. Well, not on the video, in the comment thread. I told you, just ask a question. Hopefully we'll pick it up. The username is completely unpronounceable. I'm not even going to try, because I'll probably offend him, or her, or it, or whatever. Adobe is opening their CS5 suite to rentals, allowing businesses to rent software for less than the purchase price. I think he means the purchase price to own the disk, because you never really own the software. You're just licensing it. Is this a good strategy for them? Is this where productivity software is headed? I think yes. That's the answer to both the questions. It's smart for Adobe to do this because they've kind of been doing it all along, just differently. Like, people pay for upgrades over and over and over again, so when you're in that cycle, software is continually evolving, and you know that you're never going to own the bits, right? You'll own a disk, maybe, but it's getting to the point now where software is downloadable. So there's no disk to be passed around. So you're paying for licenses. You may be paying per year, per month, per decade. I doubt that's feasible in today's day and age. But I think the idea of buying a version of software is quickly becoming outmoded. You would effectively be able to buy into a lifetime subscription for something. Considering you would pay the same amount to just have one license for one version of the software, I mean, that's really not all that horrible of a deal. So it's smart for Adobe because the rest of the industry is headed this way. And I think it's smart for businesses, too. Software is continually evolving. Boy, I'm having a problem with that word tonight. Continually. I think I, munged it twice, but hopefully that was a little more clear. Sorry. I'm drinking answering juice right now. Oh, yeah. That really clears my sinuses. I mean, head. Come to think of it. Anyway, I think that this is smart for businesses because instead of having to manage licenses, different versions of software, and continually worrying about upgrading, when you buy into a rental program, you're effectively good to go. Unless they change the rates, you're set. Software is moving to the web anyway. I mean, we've done several videos, and I know people disagree. No, I want to own the software. I want to download the software. This is what you sound like, by the way. When you complain, when I read your complaints on the web, you sound like a white. I want the things the way they were in 1995. I want to own the software. I don't like rentals because I can't pirate anymore. It's not fair. The world isn't keeping up with the way I want to do things. This is my life. Stop it. That's what you sound like. Really, stop it. Just stop it. Software's going that way, dude. You gotta go with the times, man. It's all going to the web. You never owned the damn thing to begin with. They just gave you a license. A rental is effectively the same thing as a license, with slightly different terms. You buy into the software, and you potentially buy into it indefinitely until you decide to stop renting whatever it is that you're renting. You've been doing this with other models. I mean, if you think about your television service provider, you're renting from them, right? You pay them every month to get access to certain programming that you want. Renting, that's the future. Adobe's smart, businesses would be smart, and you would be smart to start to realize that the way that you do things today is not the way that you're going to do things 5 years from now. I hate to say it. It's just the way it is. It's the way software's going. You can complain about it, but honestly, the industry doesn't care what you think. They don't, right? Unless you're paying them like wads of cash, and you probably are anyway. And if you're not, you should be, because software is worth money. Usually. Not always. There's an exception to every rule. My email address, in case you disagree, and you don't want to complain in the YouTube comment thread. Oh, God, yeah, what's the chances of that not happening this time? That would be a first. Chris at Perillo.com. My blog, chris.perillo.com. At Chris Perillo on Twitter, in case you want to, throw about some discussion there. Facebook.com/Chris Perillo, better place for discussion. LockerGnome.net, better place for questions and answers. LockerGnome.com, better place for you to read the day's news, reviews, and how-tos. We got a chat room full of geeky, nerdy people in general, and I think that's fine to call them that. I'm looking at the chat room right now, just off camera. I don't think they mind, really, because they're the only people who'd be paying attention to me doing this live in the middle of the night. Just for you, man! Even though I'm sure you're going to complain. The chat room. It's open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week in conjunction with a live video feed. 24 hours a day, 7 days. Did I already say that? I think I already said that. It's at live.perillo. I've got Alzheimer's.